Today we're here with Zach Sopak and we're going to be getting a look inside his camera bag. He's going to be showing us all of the essentials that he brought with him on this trip coming from California all the way over to Atlanta. Let's get into it.
Starting with the bag, this is a Wandered Provoke. I believe this is the 21 liter. Love this bag, super high quality. Really can't say enough good things about it. On the side, I've got my travel tripod. This is from Freewell. This is one of a few of the tripods that they have. I think it's the smallest one that they make. And I love this tripod because it's extremely small. It's definitely like the smallest tripod that actually handles a proper camera that I've ever owned. Some of the things that I love about it is that you can even take their quick release system and you can use it even for your phone. It's got little claws that come out and then you can literally just like snap your phone in there and then mount it sideways, which is just genius to me. On top of it though, I have a Ulanzi quick release plate, which I use for my tripods and various types of mounting of gear. On the inside of the bag, we got some fun things. First fun thing, and honestly most important to me, is my laptop. So this is the 14-inch MacBook Pro. This is the M4 Pro, and I love it. I went ahead and got the extra storage upgrade because video files are chunky, and so necessary for myself. I've also got in here a nice USB-C cable that I like because it has a right angle to it. The USB-C on one side is right angle, that's what I'm trying to say. And this is pretty clutch if you are going to be doing any sort of things like live streaming with your camera. If I was on the go, I could do that. And then this doesn't block the screen so much. In the main compartment, the camera of choice that I've got with me on this trip is my Sony ZV-E1. This is my favorite camera for doing just content creation in general. I love it because of the size, the form factor. It's a full frame sensor and it's got the same sensor as the Sony a7S III, the FX3 as well. And it's just on a smaller, more compact package. Attached to that, I've got the Sigma 16 to 28 f2.8 zoom lens. When you're traveling, when you're doing extra stuff and you need a little bit of range, versatility, I like this lens. On the front of this, I've got the Freewell Real Locking VND/circular polarizer. This is awesome VND from Freewell. One of the things you'll notice is that this doesn't use magnets like some of the other ones. It's got this locking system. You just have your adapter ring and then you can just have it stacked on and then you're good to go. What's really nice too is that if I've got another adapter on another lens, like I do here, you can just take that cover off. You can just go ahead and you can swap it out really quickly. No fuss, no worries, just an awesome ND filter. And this lens that I've got, this is another one from Sigma that I am testing out. This thing's a beast. This is a 28 to 105 f2.8 zoom lens. I'm loving this thing so far. You get a lot of versatility just with this one lens. Between just two lenses, I've got 16 to 105 and all at a continuous f2.8, which is sick. We can move over towards audio. This is my favorite mic of all time. It's the Sony ECM B1M microphone. You're able to connect this to your camera without having to use any sort of cabling, and you got different pickup patterns for your audio. And then the best part on top of that is the auto gain feature. So without having to worry about my settings or cables or anything, you just attach it to your camera and then you're good to go. And this mic sounds incredible. For other audio that I have, I've got the DJI Mic 3. I've got a USB-C adapter for these DJI mics. So I could just take this with the USB-C, put it in here, and then we can do the exact same sort of thing on my Sony camera. And now I have all this working. This is talking to this, and I don't have to use any cables. So that's clutch there. Another accessory that is a little niche, but it's good for the ZV-E1 or any camera that has the potential for overheating, is this camera cooling unit from Ulanzi. So this has a fan and a little spring. Basically, this is a heat sink that you can power over USB-C or with a battery. So once you attach this little fan has 3 different settings, and it cools down your camera like crazy fast. Like you touch this, Ben. Tell me how cold that is.
Oh wow, that's like a fridge.
like you already see like the condensation that's on there. You just take this and attach it to the back, and now all that cooling power is on the back of your camera. It's dissipating the heat, and it's literally cooling it down, so that way it extends the life of your runtime. One other really great accessory that I never leave home without is this Lano. This is a battery bank / charger for your camera batteries. Now I gotta charge this unit itself, but inside I've got 2 of my Sony camera batteries. So you can charge this unit and it will charge these batteries simultaneously. I used to forget my charger all the time or forget to charge my batteries, but now I just make sure that this is charged with its USB-C, and then I can just leave it in my bag, and then this will do the charging for me without me actively having to think about it. And then it gives you little status symbols for each of the slots, so that way you know your charging levels. So I love that. Other like random odds and ends, this is like my catch-all portion of this bag. Most important thing I think would be, this is my Freewell, like this goes with the VND system. It's just like a nice solid carrying case. You see there's a little spot there for some extra SD cards. And then you also get a slot for various accessories. They've got like a mist filter. They've got like this little grade card thing that's included in it. They've also got like an extra ND strength on there. And so if I needed to, I haven't needed this yet, but if I needed, I could take all of this stuff. And this is why I love this system. It's just really quick and easy, as long as I do it correctly. So you can stack that. Say it's too bright, you can do more ND on top of it. And then if you wanted to do like a mist, you could do that on top as well. And then you could stack your cover on it. And so this is a bit ridiculous and wild, but it works. And this is kind of how they designed it. And if you want to take it all off, literally it's just one section. So that's why I really like this system. All right, other things that I have in here, I've got little booklets for writing down like shot list, video ideas, task goals, things of that nature. I've also got in here my charger for my MacBook along with the cable. My car keys are coming with it. It's a little bit messy than when I first flew, but it's there. One of my other important items, AirPods, gotta have them. Use these for editing, for the flight, noise cancellation was pretty clutch. I've also got various let's see here. Yeah, various hard drives. Got Samsung, SanDisk. These are great for storing projects, even though I've got the big hard drive on the computer. Just like to keep some things separate there. I've got the DJI mic minis. This was something that I wasn't necessarily going to bring on the trip. Ben wanted me to bring them, so I brought them along with. This is also a great option for audio. I prefer the mic 3s, but the simplicity of these mic minis and the price is really, really hard to beat. Medication, because I was sniffling when I left. I've got snacks, and then these are like earplugs, because my ears are kind of jacked up, and so these are good for flying, but I haven't had to use them for a little while.
What's your go-to snack?
Go-to snack? Honestly, dude, these Bear Bell protein bars, They don't taste like a protein bar. They just taste like a candy bar. Every flavor I've had is phenomenal. Got the cookies and cream. That's my favorite. And then my other favorite is it's the blue one. It's like the caramel cream or something like that. So stinking good. And it's like 20 grams of protein, so you can't beat that. Yeah, I've got another bag here too that's just got odds and ends, like a extra little phone clip. I've got another ND filter situation from K&F. Got more hard drives for additional work projects, and this is kind of like my extra little catch-all. But yeah, it kind of seems like a lot. I still like that I can fit enough of stuff in this bag, but for traveling on this trip, for our purposes of content, this is more than enough. Main thing is like I've got my computer to do editing, to do work. I've got one really solid video camera that is capable of taking stills and may not be the highest resolution, but still look great. And then I've got 2 lenses to cover a full focal range that is more than enough for the type of content that I make, and a dope filter system that literally has me covered on anything that I need to do.
All right, that was awesome. I love getting to see all of the gear that you brought. Personally, I really like to watch these types of videos, which is why I wanted to make this video, because I love to see what other creators are valuing, what they're using, what they're doing to make everything more efficient, right? And so I always try to like learn something new when I watch these. And for me, the biggest takeaway for sure was the cookies and cream. Yeah. So let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. Zach, thank you so much for being part of the video.
You're welcome.
Yeah, as always, stay creative. Peace.